What if I told you that every single thing you're clinging to right now is actually destroying your peace of mind? That the very things you think are protecting you are the chains keeping you imprisoned in endless cycles of anxiety and suffering. Today we're diving deep into something that might sound uncomfortable, but could completely transform how you experience life. We're talking about the art of true liberation, and why the strongest people you know have mastered something most of us are terrified to even consider. Think about this for a moment. Right now, as you're watching this, your mind is probably racing with 1,000 different concerns. That conversation you had yesterday that didn't go well. The deadline approaching next week. The relationship that's causing you stress. The financial pressure that keeps you awake at night. But what if I told you there's a way to be completely free from all of that mental noise? Not by solving every problem, but by fundamentally changing your relationship with the problems themselves. Here's what most people don't understand about inner strength. True power doesn't come from accumulating more things, achievements, or even relationships. It comes from developing the ability to remain unshaken regardless of what's happening around you or to you. Let me share something that might shock you. The most liberated people in the world have learned to live as if they could lose everything tomorrow, and they're completely okay with that possibility. Not because they don't care, but because they've discovered something far more valuable than any external circumstance. This isn't about becoming cold or detached. It's about recognizing that your happiness and peace were never dependent on things staying exactly as they are.
When you truly grasp this, something incredible happens.
You stop being a victim of your circumstances and become the architect of your inner experience. But here's where it gets really interesting. Most of us are walking around carrying invisible burdens we don't even realize we're carrying. Old resentments, unhealed wounds, expectations that never materialized, dreams that turned into disappointments. These things accumulate like layers of dust on our souls, weighing us down without us even noticing. The mirror exercise I want you to try will reveal truths about yourself that might be uncomfortable at first. Stand in front of a mirror for 10 minutes, not to judge or criticize, but to simply observe.
Look at your eyes.
What story do they tell?
Look at the tension in your face. What emotions are you holding there?
Your body is a living history book of every experience you've ever had. Every line, every scar, every expression pattern tells a story about how you've navigated life up to this point. Most people avoid this level of self-examination because they're afraid of what they might find. But here's the beautiful paradox. The moment you stop running from your own reflection, both literally and metaphorically, you begin to reclaim your power. You stop being controlled by unconscious patterns and start making conscious choices about how you want to show up in the world. The ancient wisdom traditions teach us that there are 3 things that cannot be hidden forever: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Whatever you've done, whatever mistakes you've made, whatever pain you're carrying, it's all going to surface eventually. You can either face it consciously on your own terms, or it will force its way into your awareness when you're least prepared. This is why the strongest people prepare for transformation before crisis forces it upon them. They don't wait for life to strip away their illusions. They voluntarily examine what's real and what's just mental construction. When you learn to let go, you're not losing anything real. You're releasing the grip of thoughts, beliefs, and attachments that were never serving your highest good anyway. It's like cleaning out a cluttered room. At first it feels overwhelming, but once you start, you realize how much lighter and more spacious everything becomes. The most profound shifts happen when you stop fighting reality and start working with it. Instead of asking why something is happening to you, you start asking what this experience is trying to teach you. Instead of trying to control outcomes, you focus on controlling your responses. True preparation for life's inevitable changes isn't about building walls or accumulating security blankets. It's about developing the inner flexibility to bend without breaking, to adapt without losing your center, to remain peaceful even when everything around you is in chaos. This journey requires courage, but the reward is freedom unlike anything you've ever experienced. When you're no longer a prisoner of your own mind, when you're no longer controlled by external circumstances, when you can look at any situation and maintain your inner peace, that's when you've truly mastered the art of living.